Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. List of things the WS says and what others say. Rant. I wanted to start a list of asinine stuff I heard during the hell that was D-Day onwards. What ignorant stuff have people said to you? Things my ex said to justify her cheating. I fell out of love with you after your dad died. You stopped paying attention to me when you were dealing with your father's death. AP has his shit together. You are emotionally immature, that is why I am leaving you. I wanted to tell you I wasn't happy, but I was afraid of how you would react. I made a mistake. But I love him and I am excited for our future. He is in better shape than you. He is a better provider. Things I heard from friends. Just get over it. It's been 3 months already. You see, it's just she is out of limerence. Love is just a series of chemicals. Those chemicals faded and she moved on. What did you do to cause her to cheat? She is such a sweet person. Cheating isn't a big deal. You can't have PTSD, I should know, I went to Iraq. Well, you did let yourself go. Well, it takes two to contribute to the end of a relationship. Think of what you did to cause things to end the way they did. The heart wants what the heart wants. Well, maybe if you didn't work so hard she would have stayed. Man up. These are the ones that still resonate in my head. I finally started burning bridges after about the 6-month mark. It was hard ending these friendships, but it did wonders for my mental health. You stopped paying attention to me when you were dealing with your father's death. When my father died 18 months ago, my partner was there for me. He let me cry, have time for myself, did more housework, etc. He never once said what your ex said, and that's because 1. He loves me and 2. He's a decent man. I'm so sorry your ex was not a loving or decent person to you. She was supportive the first few months, but she expressed to me how upset she was when I heard a song on the radio and started crying because I missed my dad. Not upset because I was hurting, upset because it ruined her evening. I guess I was supposed to get over it after 6 months and return to giving her my undivided attention. Thank God that piece of S+ left. Let her rot with her better provider. She cared about you until you were a useful toy. Then she got bored of you. Cheaters are super selfish people. They're not good. Also sorry for your loss. Losing a parent is very hard. Thank you. In all those statements all I hear is her saying she is a piece of crap, and her friends all confirm it. You are already winning, making the decision to burn those bridges. AP's veneer will fall off, you have no veneer. Yep, tons of justifications. She convinced a lot of friends that I was an awful person. You know better, I cannot see you failing at life from here, because your decision making seems sound. But I also get the almost dry humor of reading how crappy you are from people that are actually way worse. It's sad and funny at the same time. The veneer hasn't worn off yet, they are married now. Good luck to that. At least now you can start looking for that job or opportunity that you dream of, without her having to give input. It really sucks that she damaged you this badly, but turn the crap pile into fertilizer. You might actually realize that you couldn't get your S together because of her presence. In a relationship with as weak a foundation as you can build. Built on infidelity on her part and a rebound on his. And both second marriages. Statistically speaking, they're unlikely to make it. She seems the type to be unhappy with her life, and instead of taking charge of her own happiness and working to change it, she instead changes the external factors looking for happiness she'll never find. It's a thing. When you first open the page on your so's cheating, you also open the book on all of your other friendships and relationships. As you've discovered, a lot of them are not a good read. Really sorry to read that you have been betrayed and belittled in this way. But, from your last paragraph, it does sound as if you are finding your way forward without her and some of your faux friends. That's great. I'm not defending them, even in the slightest. But if you've never been cheated on, you will never be able to fully understand the hurt, the pain, the anger, the anguish. Keep up the good work up and enjoy your newfound freedom. Good luck. I felt sorry for your loss. Your ex is just a horrible person and blames you for her affair. And your friends are even more. Instead of supporting, they blamed you too for her affair, that you worked a lot, so the reason you couldn't have time for her. Cheating is not a big deal. You can't have PTSD, man up. You need to cut them off too, as they don't seem like friends to you. These are the type of people who would avoid their friend when he's at its lowest point of his life. These people are not worth being called as your friend. I fell out of love with you. Wow, this one is a classic from every cheater. Let me translate that for you. There have been some problems in our relationship that I noticed, which is perfectly normal in any relationship, but I'm too much of a coward. I can't communicate it. So of course it's grow bigger and bigger every day, so I decided to cheat on you because I didn't know what to do anymore. Yeah. Cowards. You are so much better than this immature person. I'm very sorry for the loss of your father. WS, I've done everything I could to save this relationship. Me, really? What did you do, exactly? I'm genuinely curious. WS, I'm not answering that because it's a trap. You're just trying to trick me into saying something. My ex said the same, lol. What did you do? You talked to me? Communicated with me? Tried spending more time with me? No, instead you were always with her. You never talked to me to try and fix problems. You continued lying about her, etc. It's crazy that cheaters are not exactly the same, but it is always the same pattern. Around 2 weeks after D-Day he said, if you keep talking about this and asking me about it, you're going to push me into doing it again. Oh hell no. Boy, bye. Hello. I'm new to Reddit and your post was the first I saw. I'm really sorry you went through this, and I know this must have been very hard for you. I just went through a very bad breakup and the things he said to me hurt, even though I try to convince myself that what he says shouldn't matter. I feel like some people are really insensitive and don't really understand the impact of the things they say to people. They feel like they're expressing their opinions, but it's not the correct thing to say and they should understand that. Sometimes I feel even arguing with them is a waste of time. I'm so sorry for your father's death and how cruel this girl/guy is to make comments like these. I think the best way to deal with people like this is to not give them any attention, because it's what they want. They want to be heard and hurt people. They want to play the victim. I wish I could give you a huge hug. I'm here for you, sweetheart. Thank you. I burned every bridge from people who invalidated me. Indeed, with this kind of people the best revenge is to cut them off completely, like a cancer. A complete, deafening silence. Over time this really plays a few psychological tricks in their minds if they've an ounce of conscience. If they don't have any conscience, well, then they are psychopaths, and in that case you're even better off without them. My husband's affair seems to have started soon after my dad died. He had a lot of anxiety and depression and used to use me as his emotional support, which I was fine with. When my dad died, I think he realized he couldn't reasonably dump his emotional baggage in me anymore, so instead of dealing with it himself he went and found another shoulder to cry on. It makes me so mad that he did that at a time when I needed him the most, but I hope it helps to explain the mindset of someone who does that. I know, and I've thought about it. And I just feel like I deserve both. Sure thing, thumbs up. My favorite one was we fit together like a puzzle piece. My favorite thing was when I asked him if it was my duty as a wife to have sex with him, even after he degraded me and treated me like garbage. All he did was nod his head and I lost all respect for him. Good riddance to the garbage I left back there. My ex gave me the exact same things. Only instead of dad's death replace it with son's surgery. Narcissists need to blame everyone but themselves, because they only reacted to your actions. It doesn't matter that your actions were taken care of by someone or reacting and trying to grieve something. It's that they were no longer the center of the world, rolling eyes face. Man, this should be stickied. Great post. You cheated too, so we're even now. My cheating consisted of a man giving me his phone number while I was grocery shopping. I threw it away and told my partner about it when I got home. Yup, definitely warranted getting actually cheated on. From some of those statements from your so-called friends, I would wonder if they were part of her cheating. I would have cut everyone from my life that said any of that to me. Maybe cheating is bad because society says it's bad. But I think it's easier for me to do it. You don't satisfy me. Why didn't you leave me, as in, if you left earlier I wouldn't have cheated. App understood me more. I need someone who has more hobbies in common with me. I want someone who likes to work out more. Why don't you meet someone else? Maybe you should. I cheated because he was so stressed and it was hell for me. He was stressed BC, I was stressing to get my visa and move to his country. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.